All right, mock-up Eifs over existing brick. Okay, so we're at our mock-up window. Due to weather, temperatures, Don Miller was not able to review the other day when he was on site, last Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. So here is the intersection at the top of the window. You see we've got our brake metal. It's L-shaped up on the wall like our details show. Then we've got ourselves a 3/4 inch caulk joint here at the top. Now that's on the bottom side. Here's the underside of the lintel, and you can see right there is your existing lintel. I got the caulk joint between the lintel, and then we've got just a little bit of the edge of the brick. And so we've set the line of the lintel, not the lintel, of this flashing piece right there to keep the weep open. All right, so, and this line here with the brake metal would carry across the building elevation. So that keeps the weeps open. The only question is really on the underside here. The underside of this lintel, do we want to actually use a paint or do we want to use the Eifs finish? So that's the top. Here is the top. This is the soldier course area here, which we can see to the left. So you see we infill the soldier course and then we flush it out. And you see that's where it's been rasped to flush it out. And we get another layer, and then we get our second layer, and that forms our 2-inch band. So this 2-inch band right here actually ties across, all the way across to the building over there. That's where you can see the MRI. The reveal line that is 8 inches above the window will tie in to the top of this right here, which is the top of the soldier course. So felt that was better to do a reveal and keep the foam here 1 inch versus 2 inch all the way down there, all the way to here. We could have gone to 2 inch here like Jill detailed, but I think here's better. Smaller size flashing and a smaller joint right here where we would go from the 2 inch thickness. So let me hop down here to the bottom. Okay, now P-TAC unit, this one's back wrapped, but actually that's to be infilled. As you can see down at the end here, we are working on infilling those with metal stud framing and Ben's glass. So here at the inside corner, this is what our details show, but you can see here's our flashing, a little clear silicone on it, and you notice that flashing is slid under the existing window seal. And then give me a second. Hope that didn't get you dizzy, but this is just the piece of brake metal, and then what we'll do is the end dam has to go in first. So the end dam goes in first, and then this seal will go over the top of the end dam but underneath the existing seal, and that's too much to do. So that's what our inside corner looks like with the end dam, and we cut that one out so you can see what it looks like. You know, clear silicone across here. Our joint is back wrapped all inside to the corner, and then we end up with a 3/4 inch caulk joint against the window here. You can see your profile here goes across, and then here's more of a finish. This one's fully back wrapped where we get our caulk joint, and then of course this seal brake metal will slide under the existing brake metal in between it and the end dam, and then that gives you this condition to caulk between the window. So, and then drip edge, you know, we ended up bringing this flush, you know, your actual, you're not seeing it, but the face of the row lock, of course, it was canted like this, and we've flushed it out with a rash using the foam, and that was talked about with Jill in the beginning, or excuse me, when she was here on site last week on what we were doing. So, and then at the bottom of the wall, you can see we're set up the back wrap, and this right here, there's your weep. So what we've done, John's show 8 inches, we've gone 2 courses of brick, which is about 7 1/4 inches, up to the bottom. So that's the bottom of Eifs, and it just fully back wraps in colors. And then down on the brick that's exposed to grade, we apply the Eifs color. So I feel good about everything, and then ready to proceed. And again, just a little picture of the underside of that lintel there. I'm not sure Eifs color is what we want to put there versus some paint and possibly a new caulk joint. Because really you got 1 caulk joint, 2 caulk joint, 3 caulk joints just in the head of the, oh, 1. Let's do that again. You got 1 caulk joint above the flashing, below the flashing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You got up to 4 or 5, depending on how you look at it, caulk joints up in the top there. And I think some of that, I don't know if we really want to do that much caulking versus maybe just some painting. And then here at the top, you can see we didn't detail that, but that's basically what's your termination. It's the same, you know, keeping the same 3/4 inch around there. And then to the head, the top of the wall, where you got the gravel guard, you can see your existing gravel guards and stop. But we're going to actually go this far, and then, you know, weather dependent, we'll actually take the cap off. But it's a standard detail that's detailed by Don and Jill. So we're doing it that way. We'll have to extend the blocking with probably a 2x2 nailer to accommodate the 2 inches of foam at the top. And like I said, that's the standard detail, so not trying to show that in this mock-up. All right.